new character. Anytime that symbol appears, it does.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Well, hello there. You look like a fine young woman. That didn't sound creepy at all. It's got some fake fruit there. We got a candle there. We got some more fake fruit there. We got a candle right there. And we got a freaking cloth painting thing. MTV Cribs Game of Thrones edition. Coal brazier. It's all meant to be like sort of a fireplace thing. I don't know about old-timey stuff, alright? I'm a modern day kind of guy, if you know what I mean. Lol. So we got some stuff in here. Let's look at the money. It's not money.
It's very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this.
Far from it.
It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Don't know who they are, and their names sound weird. Oh god. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What
It's
a strange place, Essos.
It's really hard to speak. I don't know when's the right time to speak, because then someone is just like, bam! Now they're gonna speak, and I just don't know. It's just one big cutscene.
Ethan made this for me.
Well, Ethan is like 10, so it's fine. I don't know how old he is. Probably about 15 or something like that. Let's read the letter. It's probably got some interesting stuff in there.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Okay. Dusty old tome? I think that's how you say it.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
Lomas, what? Lomas Longstrider, what a name.
I hope to see them all someday.
Well, one of them you might not. Because he kind of got trampled. Or flattened by a horse, I don't remember. Oh no, he got flattened.
I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
I kicked some dude in the face and then... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we got another letter. Letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
No. Just no. Leave me alone. I don't want anyone in. Can I, like... No. Watch, just an option to jump out the window and end it all. No.
One moment.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Hey, kid. You need a shower. But sure, you can come in. Just don't try anything on me.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Don't try anything. Don't look at my stuff. Don't do anything. Oh, he's a call boy. That's what he just said. Oh my god. Stupid, stupid Jack.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Shouldn't take that long to just put coal in a bowl.
Work for Lady Marjorie?
Coal in a bowl. Even though it's not.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but It was definitely an
Yeah,
argument.
why are you telling me
Why are
this?
you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come.
You're just letting them hang out, aren't you? I don't know.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course.
We'll ask her later.
But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding.
Yeah, sure, I'll do what you ask.
near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
I don't want to do this. It's a big door. Big doors are intimidating. Big rooms are even more intimidating. That looks intimidating. Don't touch me, that's intimidating.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
I am so sorry about my headset. I'm really sorry. It's just... it creaks every time I move my head. Any sudden movement, just creak, 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 creak. I'm not able to do anything about it. So I apologize. This is like the second time I've said this. But I don't know what else to do until I actually get the PC. And then I get my actual microphone. Where this creaking shit will not be there anymore. Okay, I can actually play as you now. So I know this guy is Tyrion. I think that's his name. He's like the short dude. That's why I know him. And her... she's just an ass.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
This game reminds me so much of The Witcher 3. Sure, O'Neill. Where's Garrel?
Your Grace.
I want to speak to Garrel.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here.
I don't
is
know.
he? She is.
This
House
one.
Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
I don't know what to say. I think I'm just gonna piss her off with what...
They are noble.
Yeah.
Traitors, Your Grace.
No.
Oh.
Perhaps once. For a northern house. But now they're merely dead. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Abso-freaking-lutely. Actually, I don't know.
Roose
That one.
Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Well, I don't know.
Forrester ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? Oh, I don't know. You're gonna get angry
She was
anyway.
just following her heart.
And the
See.
very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I don't know.
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Yeah, she's not even
Clearly
happy
your
with that.
handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
How kind.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
No words. I don't know.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester.
I mean, I know I could just say anything. I just
on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
I seriously just don't
willing
get.
to risk that?
I don't know. Stop asking me. I don't know.
In fact, forget I even
Oh,
suggested such a
fine.
thing.
It's a
Fine.
risk I'm willing to
I don't
take,
know.
Lord Tyrion.
But okay.
Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I don't get it. Him and like that Cersei woman, like I don't know. I don't know anything about Game of Thrones, which is why the dialogue is throwing me off, because I just don't know what to say. I just press a button and see what happens.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
No,
I'm sorry.
it went worse.
Cersei's known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
9th?
Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Is this trying to be?
I'm
Is
told
this meant to be
you're
gossip?
Which I doubt is Dornish.
Oh, he is so handsome.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard.
Jesus.
Perhaps
Weddings
Lady Marjorie
don't even
needs
seem
right
special back then.
introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Why?
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to, because these, I don't know when speaking this, but what? I don't really think weddings matter that much back then. I don't think they're special at all, because like 5 of them probably happen every single day in like these times. So I don't really think that they matter. I don't know. I just thought I'd say that.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
See, I know who Joffrey is. He was
does
like,
have a certain look about him,
he's like one of the most
And he's always
hated
treated
like
Lady Marjorie
TV
well.
characters.
which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be
I don't
queen.
want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter.
You sound just like
Well,
me.
I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have
Her.
as queen of
Whatever.
the 7 kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Thanks.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Here, let's play another game.
Sir Bronn and...
It's called Fuck,
What are
Marry,
you
Kill.
doing?
That'd be more fun.
Well,
Oh, we were just having some fun. I don't know. I'm sorry.
sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
With what? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh,
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Oh, well, now is as good of a time as any.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Fine, she can stay. I don't want her to think that we're just being an asshole to her. She probably won't like what we're gonna say, though.
Go on.
Ask. Yeah. Just go with it.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene? Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I beg of you. No, this is dire.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're adored by the king, or whatever.
Don't let the queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady
I feel like I'm
Marjorie, as
blackmailing
no one
her.
else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.